All right, so I bought a film camera, like one that uses old-timey film. This is the Fujica Auto M. Look how pretty. It's the Fujica Auto M. It was made sometime between, I think, 1963 and 1969. There are no batteries. There's a little tiny solar cell that absorbs some power to do certain things. But this is a film camera, completely manual. I have to know how far away I am aiming and that sort of a thing. It has a rangefinder style viewfinder. I don't think I can. Some people can put this right up, but if you see that little kind of glowing golden dot in the middle, you have to kind of use that to aim. It is the most manual of manuals. And so I have put a couple of clips together. I had my friend Carrie help me with some of them. I went out and I shot some black and white, some color, and I'll put up some of those photos. But how fun. It's a film camera, heavy as anything. And this is one fixed lens. I don't get the choice to change the lens, but it does a lot of things. It's a 35mm lens. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit of fuss. Like it has a couple rules. Like it will not shoot if it's too dark. I mean, it's super bright in here right now. Look at the sun. I'm getting bathed in sun. So if I want, I can shoot. Well, see, first I have to get the distance. It's about 2 meters. Oh yeah, so I also have to translate. There's feet on it, but I always kind of forget that they're there. And I can look through the rangefinder and kind of hope that I'm lined up. And I can take a shot of the bricks, because that's, why wouldn't I? And there you go. It's just point and shoot, click, snap, and then it winds. So I have some black and white. I have some color to show you. I also have a failed attempt at loading film I'll show you. But it was fun. I took it out to some places. I took it out to a cemetery in Salem, Massachusetts, one of the most famous cemeteries because of the witch trials, and a couple other places as well. So all the shots you see will be film shots that have been scanned and digitized, and so that you can see them. And I have like rolls of negatives. So if someday I just don't hate myself enough and I want to hate myself even more, maybe I'll learn how to process my own negatives and do my own film scanning, which is another whole shenanigans to learn. It's by that point it's everything but the chemical process. So film, should I, shouldn't I? Well, let's watch the journey and then I'll conclude at the end.
All right, because doing this in front of you is tricky because I'm not very good at it. But let's see. All right. Flip it over. Pull this thing down. And opens the back. It's extra hard to do on camera because I need to make sure I frame it up for you. Here. All right, there's that. All right, I have to take you off camera because this is tricky. I had to do it off screen. I couldn't load it, but I got to load it. It was fast. The minute I took it off, because I could like focus on things, I had to. But I have to like cradle it in my belly, kind of, and do. Let's go shoot some photos. Literally 5 seconds. Oh, it's funny. I need a certain amount of sun or the camera goes, I can't take that picture. So that's fun too.
dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's actually nice. Film versus digital is you're a lot more stingy with your shot. You know, you're like, oh, well, I don't want to waste my shot on that because, you know, you have a finite amount. With digital, I could blow out 1,000 if I wanted. But with film, you're like, gotta take a shot.
What was that one?
I was just shooting my gauge hairs. The other thing about film photography is I'm trying to go a little slow. I don't want to like burn it all off. Well, it was fun taking my film camera out today. I started the morning in Newburyport. I ended at Hampton Beach here at the ocean. Filled up a whole roll. And now we have to wait about a week before I know how they turned out. But that's not bad. You know, not terrible. Everything else is so fast and furious, right? I took my digital too, my XT5, and I took a few shots with that. And I'll stick in the morning I think a few with my Ricoh. So I'll stick a few of those other snaps in. Or maybe I won't. I don't know, maybe we'll leave it all film this time. So what's my conclusion with the Fujica Auto M? Number one, it's a nice camera. There's lots of other ways to do film though. You could do point and shoot. You could do very much more automatic kind of shooting, autofocus, auto everything. This is like one of the hardest ways to do it besides like, you know, the putting the blanket over my head and doing like, you know, old timey photography, you know, pulling the tray out and all that. But this is, I mean, at some point, this was the ultimate modern camera. Am I gonna keep doing this sort of thing? I think what I'll do is I'll probably every now and again get the urge and buy a roll of film and run it through. Or maybe I'll be going somewhere that's old-timey or there's some other reason to do it. Now, remember what I've said a couple times on my show. Imagine what I've said a couple times on this channel, which is that what I'm doing with this, why I'm shooting photography at all, film, digital, doesn't matter, is to get my hands off my phone and to put my eye on a thing and to really pay attention and do my whatever I'm doing, meditating basically, you know, meditating on the shot. This definitely lends itself to that. I have to wait days and days to get the film back from the lab. Thank you, Hunt Photo and Video in Melrose, Massachusetts. This is the ultimate in meditating. So I don't think I will stop using it. I mean, I got this thing for 50 bucks on eBay. Like, you can't beat that. I don't think I'll stop, but I won't be often in my photo bag, let's say. I think I'll use other methods. So that's my thoughts. Do you shoot film? What do you think about it? Are you like absolute addict to that sort of a thing? Or do you have good memories of back in the old days? Maybe you did when you were younger or your mom and dad did. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts.